Hello, everyone. I will be presenting my statistics final project using the t-test. How many hours a day are you on your phone? According to Statista.com, the average American is on their phone for 6 hours a day. I chose this project because I think people are on their phones way too much today, and I want to know if they're on it too much or just at the average. My question was, how many hours a day are you on your phone? The data represents the number of hours Americans spend on their phone per day. My alpha is zero point zero 0.05. Why? Because it is standard. My sampling procedure. I asked 40 Americans randomly by writing down the question on an Instagram poll and texting it to my friends and family. The population is all Americans on a phone. The sample is 40 randomly selected Americans with a phone. What did I do to avoid bias? In order to avoid bias, I randomly asked Americans of different races, ethnicities, and gender by posting it, and then anyone can respond to my story. The question was, as stated, on average, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone? This is the data I collected. I did a histogram, and as we can see, the graph appears to be slightly skewed to the right, and this means that the majority of Americans who are on their phone are less than 5 hours a day. My HO and HA. My HO is the average number of Americans are on the phone is equal to 6, and my HA is the average number of Americans on the phone is more than 6 hours a day. My conditions is, oh, and this is my citation, excuse me. My condition is it was collected randomly, it was stated, it's normal, it's larger than 25, the sample size is 40. My population is 10 times the sample size, which is 400, and definitely more people with 400 have a phone. My mu, my x bar, my standard deviation, and my sample size. My standard error is 0.048, 0.4048, yes, using this equation. And for my t-score, I used this equation and I got negative 9.07. And for my t-star, I did 95% and I got using 39, I got 1.68 because I got 40 minus 1. This is my using the calculator. And my p-value is 1. As we can see here, it basically is the whole graph because it's a big t-score. And my p-value is 1, and that is more than alpha, and we're going to fail to reject HO. I do not reject HO. There is statistically significant evidence to reject HO, p-value equals 1. I conclude the average number of hours that Americans on their phone is not more than 6 hours a day. My confidence interval, I did the 6.3 plus or minus 1.68 times 0.4048, and I got minusing it, I got 5.65, adding, I got 7.01. I am 95% confident that the average number of Americans are on the phone is between 5.65 hours and 7.01 hours. I actually learned a lot from the project. I was first surprised to learn that the average number of Americans are on the phone is 6 hours per day. I thought the number was kind of low considering every time I go out, everyone is basically on their phone and we use it for everything. I started asking Americans and I noticed that people are either on their phones really close or far from the average. I found out Americans are on their phone between 5 to 7 hours a day. Considering I am on my phone for an average of 8 hours per day, I should really consider using it less, but really not by much. I only need to basically use it at least less than 1 hour, minusing it, not using it for 1 hour more and using it 1 hour less. And yeah, thank you for taking the time to listen to my project.